So, me, come closer, come take a hold on me. What is hug? Hello, beautiful conscious creators. I hope that you have started your day with nothing short of health, wealth, peace, love, and light. As we explore healing and conscious creation together in this space, I hope that you'll remember to be kind and patient with yourself and your thoughts. So this morning, like in the AM, I was working on today's affirmation sessions, like the daily affirmations for today. And I remember it was an I am a magnet for money. And it just, one of the affirmations that were included is about how believing that what you desire, it's already done. And it's sort of linked with all of the episodes, well, majority of the episodes that I have been recording this week about conscious creation and how believing what you desire, but like believing that what you want is already done is part of the keys. Actually, this is not something that I mentioned. What I mentioned was that imagination is your best friend. Now, along with imagination, I included feeling, and but what I did leave out is that what you have to do also in order for it to manifest, in order for the desired outcome to show up, is to believe that it's already done. So if you believe that you're healthy, like back to the episode from yesterday, when I was looking out there in the street and trying, when I was in the hospital bed and I was looking outside, I said to myself, this is the last time. This is the decision that I took in that moment. And I was affirming it. It wasn't affirmation, but it was more so, it wasn't affirmation, but it was more so a decision that I'd made within myself that this is it. It is what it is and it's done. And my belief in that specific outcome, sorry, that was my aunt. She opened the door. My belief in that specific outcome. She like literally opened the door and then closed it, and then she could have just said something and like popped it and said hello. Anyway, my belief in that specific outcome and asserting that it is something that is done is one of the key things that has always been important. And it's not something that I had realized until I started putting words to conscious creation, putting understanding to what it is that affirmations and manifestations do, like using my imagination, feeling the imaginal act and believing that it's already done. So one of the principal, or I'd say old manifestors, he was like, a lot of his teachings, I learned a lot of the things that I know now. Well, not, I wouldn't say majority of the things, but it was definitely, he created a deeper understanding for me in terms of how I can define this conscious creation. And his name is Neville Goddard. If you check out his work, it literally explains everything from A to Z, and maybe better than I am explaining it right now. And he explains things so eloquently about how it is that you can attract the things that you desire in your life. So the highlight is that when you train your mind with these affirmations and then you begin to believe them, because affirmations, repeating something over and over, doing something consistently, repeating it, it becomes a habit. And then those things, you start to adopt them and they become your beliefs. And with the beliefs, we attract what we are. We attract who we are. And who we are is a foundation of the beliefs that we have within ourselves. And so those things keep reflecting back to us. Those things keep reoccurring in our life. They keep coming back to us as if it is something that happens naturally. So the things that happen naturally in our lives, just shifting into what the natural aspect of things, the things that feel natural is because deep down inside we believe in them. And by believing in those things, when they show up, it almost feels like, yeah, this was bound to happen. It's because it's a natural feeling. So with similar to our beliefs, they are natural. They are our essence. And once we have a firm belief in a certain thing, it shows up. So when you are doing your imaginal acts and feeling into those imaginal acts. To close off this week, what I want to follow through with from point A to B, the C is believing that what you desire is already done. It's feeling as if you've already lived this experience. Because if we go back a few episodes ago, I did mention, I mentioned the ideas relating to conscious creation and how I started to affirm things and then they would show up in my reality. But they didn't show up immediately. I had to start believing that it was already done. When I leaned into the feeling as if I had experienced those things, because one thing, the beauty about our subconscious mind is that it cannot differentiate reality, so to speak, the things that we live physically every day, from the things that we imagine on a consistent basis. So leaning into our imagination, we start to adopt, and when we focus rather our energy on these affirmations and the beliefs that we want to adopt, and we, by believing that it is already done, we are what we say we are, then it starts to show up in our reality. So the key things, and I will go over these key things and how to use them at a later stage, because next week I actually want to go over what it takes and what you can do to attract money into your life. I think that's going to be a week on like just the conscious creation and the manifestation of money and just financial and like abundance in wealth. So I'm going to cover that next week. But for this week, I'm just going over the aspect of it being already done. The things that we desire, the fact that we desire them means there's some truth to them that we hold to our hearts, because not like myself and the next person do not have the same desire. We just don't see life the same way. We have a different blueprint for our minds. We have a different type of value and experience that we want to add into this world. And so the things that we desire deep down inside, the things that are actually meant for us, are not going to be the same for the same two people, for two different people. And so having that desire means there's a certain part of us that knows that we want to have this specific experience. And so in wanting to have this specific experience, by believing that it's already done because we feel the desire, it is within us. Maybe not, the next person won't understand it. They won't have the same vision for it. Like when we have visions and like dreams about, maybe you want to become a musician, you want to start writing songs, you want to start a shop, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to travel the world as a living. That desire is within you, and no one can take that from you, because your approach will be different. And that's part that also now links to allowing your voice to be heard, because your voice has a value, it has meaning, it has significance, and it has an approach that will resonate with different people. Now, I don't want to go too far down that road, because these are the conversations that I will keep having. What I want to address today is that by believing in by affirming what it is you desire and believing that it's already done, then things in the universe will start to orchestrate themselves in a way that allows them to show up in your reality. And what it takes is your imagination, leaning into the feeling as if you are experiencing that thing already. So, like I'll use an example. I desire to eat, and this is an example that I used in the past, but I'm going to use it again. I would like to have ice cream, right? And I will enjoy this feeling of tasting the ice cream. I'll picture myself in a warm, a summery warm day, and I'm enjoying this day, and the only thing that's left is this ice cream. And I picture myself eating this ice cream one teaspoon at a time, like a small scoop, 1 teaspoon at a time, and just having this pleasure of enjoying this ice cream. So my imagination, I'm there with this ice cream. I'm actually enjoying it even though it's not physically happening, to some degree, I am feeling that it's already happening, and it's something that I'm enjoying. And believing it's done, fast forward, things will unfold in such a way that maybe someone even offers me an ice cream. And I've seen evidence of this happen in my life since I started manifesting consciously, being aware of the things that I actually want to attract, the things that I want to call in. And yes, I've had like a lot of bumps along the road. It's like training a muscle. When you go to the gym, you don't expect that the next day you're gonna be looking like your body is snatched. And no, it takes time. Creating consciously, or should I rather use the word manifestation, takes time, because you're developing a muscle inside of your mind. This muscle that allows you to say, this is what I'm affirming, this is what I'm attracting. I can believe that it's something that already exists for me. Not that it's coming, because when you see things as if they are coming, then it separates you from your desire. But when you believe that it's already here, because you already have the desire, it's in you, it's there, you already have this experience with your imagination, with the feelings that you place into it, by having this knowing that it's already there, then it shows up. It shows up in a way that, I will keep saying, you least expected. Because when something is done, when you've already enjoyed something, you don't want to have it. It's not something that you have this need to have, because you know you've already experienced it on some level. And so you can let go of it easily. And by releasing it, in the background, the universe will orchestrate things to allow it to show up in your reality. And I will say again, not exactly how you had envisioned it, but definitely close enough to that specific desire. And one of the affirmations that I actually use is, things are unfolding for me in my favor. Things are always unfolding in my favor. And what that allows is that, I found that sometimes I'll experience something really just like a terrible day. Things are just not going my way. And then boom, tomorrow something exciting happens. It's like this manifestation is coming in. So even though circumstances may show that things are not going your way, just believe that everything, even with how the movement is happening, even with the bad experiences, it is leading you into a place where you can experience the manifestation that you desire on a physical level, because you've already had it on the inside and you've enjoyed it enough, and the physical level is just that cherry on top. Yeah, and that's basically what I wanted to share today. Thank you for listening all the way to the end. I'm not going to be recording like one of these videos. Like on Sundays, I'm going to be doing maybe listen to music and chill type of vibe. So my Sundays are going to be different from the week's videos. Yeah, thank you for listening all the way to the end. My name is Gang, and I am your accidental therapist. And I want to play this song. I forgot my song recommendation. So let me boom, come closer, you'll take a hold of me. I don't know, it's called Let Me by Saki featuring Navy, Navy. Oh, such a good song. Like, it's and there's another artist whose name I can't remember, but that is the song recommendation for the day. Yeah, thank you for listening all the way to the end. My name is King, and I'm your accidental therapist. Mwah!